Courage Barbell. I am your host, Chad Ikes. Today, I want to go over a pretty simple exercise that I've used a lot over the years. Anybody can do it. All you need is a band or a low pulley, but it's a great exercise and it helps if you don't have the reverse hyper and glute ham raise, which I was without for a little bit. I did a ton of these. But with every exercise I talk about, intent is crucial. You need to perform the exercise correctly. You need to know what you're trying to hit, and you need to make sure you're performing the perfect technique every single rep. So what we're going to talk about today is the pull through. I don't have a low pulley here, so I'm going to show you with a band. You can use a low pulley with, I like to use like tricep rope or spud straps or something like that, just so you can grab a hold of it. I use a band. I can hook handles up to the band too, but I don't even bother. Holding the band's just fine. One of the keys to this exercise is your glutes and knowing how to use your glutes and how to fire your glutes. One of the things I see done every now and then, and I disagree with this technique, I see people tell other people, or people are like, oh, I got to squeeze my glutes. So what they do is they go, and they squeeze their glutes and thrust their hips forward. Well, when I do this, what happens to my low back? I'm no longer in the neutral low back, so my brace and everything all is going to get thrown out the window. You can flex your glute. You can be in neutral and still flex your glutes, especially if you're rooting. If you're rooting, those knees are going to come out a little bit so they're over your toes, and it's your glutes that are flexing and pulling that out. And we need to learn to use our glutes in this position. What happens, okay, let's use the example of people squatting that do this. They get up, they get under the bar, they get in position, and they go, boonk, oh, I got to flex my glutes. Now, then what's the first time when they move? Now they go like this and go, boop, back into that arched position. So they're all this movement is coming out of their low back. They're going from a hunched position to a neutral position to an arched position. Then they come up and they go back into that hunched position where it's all this stuff on your back. We don't want all that on your back. We want your back here, hinge, up. And my glutes are flexed the whole time. So when we do the pull through, we want to work on flexing those glutes in the correct position with as close to a neutral back as we can keep, because we also want to brace. So rooting is essential. Bracing is essential. Using the same technique we use in the squat is essential. So I'm going to go over this from a couple angles. First, since I'm already set up head on, that's what we're going to do. So you're going to come in here, grab the band between your legs. You're going to walk out, get some tension against the band. So right here, I'll show you from the side, but I'm already leaning forward. So I'm going to get here, drop my lats down, drop my rib cage over my pelvic floor. I got a good root. I'm going to get a brace. Then I'm going to hinge my hips back first and reach back as far as I can. Boom, back up to the top. Reach back down. Boom, back up. So that whole time I'm rooted, my glutes are flexed, hamstrings are flexed, working the hell out of my posterior chain. I'm braced. And the key is, it's just like a squat. When we squat and we're here and we want to sit back, that's the same thing I'm doing here, except I'm reaching back in between my legs. It's actually a pretty simple exercise to perform, but it has to be done with intent. All right, guys, I'm going to switch the camera around, show you from a different angle. Okay, now I'm going to demonstrate a side angle so you guys can see the lean. So I'm going to grab the band, stepping forward, getting some tension, good tension on the band. You can see right here I'm leaning forward and I got my hips locked out. So big root, dropping the rib cage down, getting the back in neutral, big brace, hips reaching through, bam. Just like that. This is actually a pretty easy exercise. It takes a little while to work out the balance and the tension and getting all that pretty smooth. Again, I don't think there's a difference between a band and a low pulley. If I had a low pulley, I would probably just rotate them and do a little bit of both. It's all about intent, guys. Anytime you're in here training, this isn't a competition. In here, you're training for a competition. You need to perform things correctly. You need to work the right muscle groups. This is a whole posterior chain exercise. It should get your upper middle back, upper back, low back, glutes, hamstrings, all of that. And I perform these usually as a supplemental exercise. So after my main dynamic movement or my max effort movement, we'll throw these in. 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. I do use these for my winning warm-ups sometimes, doing between 20 and 30 reps. I think they're really great for that too. Yeah, that's about it. It's pretty simple for that one. So spiel time. Please like this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please share this channel. If you go to CourageBarbell.com or CourageAthletics.com, we're putting up new shirts. We're even working on, it's going to be Doug and Chad, where we're doing some more cerebral, funny, thoughtful, political, societal stuff, which eventually I'm going to get up on there too. This is one of the shirts I just got up, Fight for Your Greatness. Everybody has some greatness inside of them. Some people it comes out easy. Some people like me, you got to fight for it. But the best things in life are always the things we have to fight for. But you got to have that courage to go inside, to find your greatness, then to fight for it, then to grow it, then to train it, intensify it. So this shirt is now up on the store under the Courage Athletics t-shirts. And that's about it, guys. Please follow my Instagram, Chad Ikes. And until next time, keep up the good training, keep up the intent, have courage in every aspect of your life. All right, guys, I'm out.